How you doing, everybody? As you can see, a watch and a watch case. I did do a review on this watch. I was going to wear it to work a couple of days this week instead of my usual automatic. I usually wear the automatic ever since I got it. I'm just getting it over here. It's in my little container over here, so you see the automatic there. I want to change it up a little bit, so I'm going to be wearing that Invicta this week. And I noticed when I took it out, oh my gosh, it doesn't work. The battery's dead. So we will change the battery on that, but we will review the watch inside the container. Maybe a little lengthy video for y'all, but I know you guys appreciate it and love that video, so you can check it out. But before we get into all that, please hit that subscribe. Support the channel. It's free. They're never going to charge you a subscription price to support my channel. Give that thumbs up. Down beneath you can find, being that this is an Invicta review, and of course it's Wednesday. So what do we do on Wednesday? Watch Review Wednesday. So the Invicta Facebook page that I have, that will be down in the description below. This video will be on there. So everybody on the Invicta page can check out the watch and check out on how to do the battery changing. So what do we have inside the box? It's been out and it's been worn several times, but I like to put it in the box so it's an opening. So it's a little gold. And you've seen that big gold dragon watch, the Venom that I got for my for the holidays from my wife and son. So you've seen that one, but it didn't have a bracelet. It had a rubber band, so it's not that one, peoples. It is this one. And this is another watch I get a lot of compliments on, and it's got its usual stuff in here. You got your owner's manual and your little, I haven't put any of the information on here. I never do, but that's your little warranty card and your little envelope thing here. So what I am going to do is put that all in there and put the box to the side, because we will not need that for this, of course. But the golden blue is really nice. I really like that. And of course, you have your little you have the Invicta logo with the little flip up, and then it opens up like that. I will put it on the wrist so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like on. The time's not right because it has been sitting in the box for a while and I just knocked the camera for some reason. So there you go. You get an idea of what it looks like on the wrist. It's kind of got that, the gold on it is kind of brushed. And then the shiny in the middle, which kind of looks really cool. I really like that. Instead of just a solid gold, I moved the phone again, the camera again, because I wanted to get it back to the middle. It has kind of an electric blue and has a ring underneath the crown, or the bezel, I'm sorry. Blue underneath the bezel, blue accents on the buttons, of course, and you got your stopwatch settings, as you can see right there, because it is a chronograph. Hit that and you send it back. It's not a screw down, it's just a pop. And I really like this. Not only is it good for a setting, because you can really get a good grip. If you can see, it has kind of like little teeth or bumps on it. You do have a moving bezel. It moves more freely than some of the other watches, but definitely a really good moving bezel. It does have the Indiglow, so at night you can see it if I can get it to. So you will see the little tick marks there, as well as the edge of the hands. It has the constant moving second hand, so it's not just for the stopwatch on the chronograph, which is great because, it's always good to see the second hand. And of course you have a tachometer. If you're doing any kind of racing or anything like that, it comes in really useful. You got your Invicta logo on the side there, and if you're interested in this, the model number is right there. If I can focus it. There you go. 25536 model number, water resistant. Does it say 100 meters water resistance? And it is Speedway Trinity, all stainless steel, Japanese chronograph, flame infused crystal. If you move it just right, you'll see like that bluish purple of the flame infused on top. It is a pretty hefty watch. So it is definitely a hefty watch to be carrying. So you will feel it. So we will put that on the side there. And we will get into fixing this boy up. It does have the moving bezel. You can go into my videos down below and see the actual review on this watch. So I know we did a battery change last week, but I figured since I'll be using that one this week, I'll do another battery change for y'all. I'll get all the stuff out. So we can actually do the battery change. Gonna need the hammer, of course, to get the pins out. Remember, you can watch the other video. It's just a fossil watch, but you can see the arrows there that will tell you. The other watch actually had unidirectional with the pins, but this one does not. It has one way. So I'm gonna go on that pin and get that one out. Or maybe I should do the other side. Yeah, this side's best. So I'm going to tap out that last pin. So it did poke out there. Now I'm just doing that, and I'm going to put this aside so it doesn't go rolling behind everything over there. Just doing that so it's easier to get to the back of the watch. Believe me, when changing a battery, it will make it a hell of a lot easier to just do it that way. Let me widen this so when we do open it up, we have a little more. This watch will definitely fit. The other one last week was kind of bulky, so it did not fit. It was a large case. I didn't know if it was going to fit this the other way, but I thought this button would fall past there. It did not. So you just put it there and hope it doesn't pop up like that. That will hold your watch in place. You get your tool to get the screw back off. You're probably going to have to adjust it, of course. If not, I have my other case removal tool here. I'll just have to move to the side and get it. I didn't pre-check it because I didn't take the back off beforehand. You know what? This one is not as good as the other one. I have much better luck and it's easier for me with the other one, so we will move on to the other one, which is in my little watch toolkit here. Has all your little stuff there. It was from Harbor Freight. The actual watch tool kit that I opened up, the bag, that one is not from Harbor Freight. That was from Amazon, actually. So we'll just take this one out to change the battery on this, since we have to do it anyway. And this one is, I find this one to be a lot easier to use than the other one. It's all a matter of preference. And you just, move the little screw in and out too. And you just twist like so. And you try not to break your other watch with it. Once you get it to a certain point, you can pretty much do it by hand. And there you go. I don't know exactly if I have that actual battery. I hope so, because I did want to wear it this week. If not, oh wow, the O-ring actually stayed in there, and the O-ring's pretty decent, so I don't think I'm going to change the O-ring, but I will put the grease on it, take the little plastic surrounding piece off there. I just want to remove the watch to the side so I can pop out the battery and not lose it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look at the battery here. See what battery we have. SR920SW. Okay, so the it is moving a little bit longer this video. Sorry about that. I don't know if I actually have that battery. I may not, so we may not be able to change it this time, but you'll get the idea of taking it apart. 2, 3. Let me check that again, because it looks just like the other battery here. It looks just like this battery, yo. Like, I'm gonna try it, because it looks like this one will fit and work, honestly. You know, sometimes the batteries have different markings on them, but they're the same battery. It's an Energizer battery. So let's see if this works. It's basically the same size. So I don't know why it wouldn't work. Or maybe not the same size. Sure, looked it. I don't have a battery sizer, which would help make my life easier. And I just knocked the camera again, sorry. So I just gotta move the watch over here for a minute so I can check it out. It actually does not fit in there, so I'm going to put it back into the little case thing here. See if one of the other batteries will do the trick, which I think this one does, because I think it's just the width of the battery. Actually, I think this one will pretty much fit right in, or not. Jeez. Well, I might not be wearing that watch this week, and I really wanted to. I'm going to change up the watch for a change. Let me just see. I want to check this out, because it was hard to get that battery out. So. Yeah, see? That's the original battery. It's hard to get in there, too. I really do need a battery sizer. It's just a little like plastic thing that you can size your batteries on. But it looks pretty much so much similar. I don't understand why it's not going in there. Let me move the watch again. Sorry about that. Whenever you do something like this, you always run into technical difficulties. So I'm just going to take it off the mount here for a second. I've never had a battery such a pain in the butt to put in. Even the old battery that came out of it doesn't want to go in properly. I don't understand that. It's like getting stuck. Wow, that's weird. Maybe the right battery wasn't in it in the first place. That'd be funny. Go down to the Invicta stuff like, hey, you know this watch you been selling me? Ain't going back together right. Y'all put the wrong battery up in it. just trying to finagle this thing in, because it should go right in, but it's not. And like I said, the old battery doesn't go in either. This battery will definitely work. If we can slide it in. There we go. I actually got it in. It took a little bit of finessing, but I did get it in. So it is going to be a successful watch battery change. So you line up. As you can see here, I'll turn it this way you guys can see better. But you see over here where the little hands are, you just line it up like so. And that will keep all your mechanisms straight. Now this O-ring is in really good shape. So we will just greasing it up a little with the watch grease or O-ring grease. This will keep your O-ring fresh and sticking well. So remember, you always want to have that O-ring back on there, because if you don't, you know how it says water resistant? Without it, it's not. I'm just going to put that over there for a second. I just need a little napkin and hand sanitizer, because the grease is actually sticking to the hands there. You don't want that. I'm putting the O-ring back around the inside here. Well, actually it goes in here. Some of them go in there, some of them go in the back. It's all according to the watch. Where my screwdriver go? I want to get it in there properly, because like I said, you don't have it in there, and guess what? You ain't water resistant anymore. So you fit it right in the lip there. Put on the screw back. Make sure everything's in there properly before I start turning it. I can't believe how hard that battery was to get in. And doing this though, you find this very hard, so I'm just going to take it over here so I can get a better look at it. So I can start get everything properly on here. So we can screw it down. I just got to get the threads starting to go in, then I'll put it back in camera. Well, there we go. And of course you turn it to tighten it. You don't want to tighten it too much, because one, you don't want it stuck next time, and you don't want to damage the threads or anything. So tighten it, but don't go overboard. Okay, here we go. And it's nice and tight. The O-ring's in there, so it is waterproof. And now that I move that, you can see, like I did, the second hand is moving, so it is definitely working now. Now, to get our pin back in. As you can see on the pin, it is like a cotter pin, like right there. The open end is there, the closed end is there. So you want the open end to be towards the little arrows on here. So you definitely want the cotter pin up here. Put it in, line it up, and then you bring back your tool over here and you put it on one of the solid pieces so it doesn't go all the way through. Now, When using a hammer, use the plastic rubber piece on it, because you don't want to dent up your watch or ding it up or anything. So, we have a functioning watch again, with a not so quick battery change because the battery was being uncooperative and we had to finesse it in there. But there you go, people. It's simple as that. Do your own watch battery changes. You know who's working on your watch. You know who's taking care of your watch. You don't have to worry about someone messing with it. So thank you guys. Please hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me for our Watch Review Wednesday. Have a great day, guys.